Hello, my name is Veronica, and this is my Girl Scout Gold Award on We Are Responsible. As the Lorax once said, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Let's all join the green side to raise our voice and not the sea level, and to remember that there is no planet B. Litter is a mounting problem in the U.S. A campaign against litter started in 1953 called Keep America Beautiful. As their website says, Keep America Beautiful provides the expertise, programs, and resources to help people end littering, improve recycling, and beautify America's communities. The organization is driven by the work and passion of more than 600 community-based Keep America Beautiful affiliates, millions of volunteers, and the support of corporate partners, municipalities, elected officials, and individuals. Our collective action champions environmentally healthy, socially connected, and economically sound communities. Keep America Beautiful continues to bring people together to transform public spaces into beautiful places. Many states enact high fines for litter. To know what your state fines for litter, research it online. Litter is nothing more than an act of sheer laziness. The time it takes you to drop that piece of trash is nothing compared to how long it will last to decompose and actually get off this earth. Plastic waste takes about 1,000 years to decompose in landfills. Plastic bags take 10 to 1,000 years to decompose. Plastic bottles can take 450 years or more. Disposable diapers take 25 to 500 years to decompose. Aluminum cans take 80 to 200 years. Paper takes 2 to 6 weeks, etc. Some more are cigarette butts, which take 10 to 12 years. Monofilament fishing line, 600 years. Rubber boot sole, 50 to 80 years. Foamed plastic cups, 50 years. Leather shoes, 25 to 40 years. Milk cartons, 5 years. Plywood, 1 to 3 years. Painted board, 13 years. Cotton glove, 3 months. Cardboard, 2 months. Styrofoam is not biodegradable, so it lasts forever. Nylon fabric, 30 to 40 years. A tin can is 50 years. Ropes are 3 to 14 months. Waxed milk carton takes 3 months. Aluminum cans take 200 to 250 years. Train tickets take 2 weeks. Canvas products take 1 year. Batteries can take 100 years. Lumber takes 10 to 15 years. Sanitary pads take 500 to 800 years. Wool clothing takes 1 to 5 years, and tinfoil, it's not biodegradable, so it will last forever. Be responsible for your own garbage and throw it away. Better yet, make sure it is recyclable, reusable, biodegradable, or better yet, edible. Leave no trace is a practice we use in Girl Scouts when hiking or going anywhere. We are responsible for what we take in is what we take out. Enjoy nature and do not pollute. Many national parks have solar trash compactors and recycling bins for bottles and cans, as well as UC San Diego, which has a trash compactor that they're solar powered around the campus. You would put the trash in, and then the sun would go on the solar panels, and it would compact the trash that's in it. UCLA has trash cans around campus that are clearly labeled as to what goes in what, and they have a goal of having zero waste by 2020. Also, when I went to tour UC San Diego, they had these pots with plants in them that also had solar panels, and it enabled you to have power stations in which you could charge your phone at. UC San Diego also had these solar panels that were up in the environmental college, which were shaped like flowers. I can actually show you a photo real quick if I pull it up fast. I can't put a photo onto my video because my computer was acting up. But these are the bins at UCLA that are labeled for that they're going to be waste free by 2020, and they tell you what to put in each of them. Excuse me. UC San Diego had these flower plants, and they had solar panels on them, and the plants were also real, and then you could charge your phone in it, as you can see. And then these are the flower-shaped solar panels that were in the environmental college. They're near the dorms, and they're really pretty. So I think that the solar paneled flower things I just showed you, that they're really cool because it enables the area to have like solar power and run on the solar panel while also adding an artistic aura to the area as well as like remaining to the theme of the college. Also, at the end of the Super Bowl for the NFL, the crews that cleaned up successfully recovered 91% of the waste. Thousands of fans that had attended the game generated 69,000 tons of waste. They had clearly labeled bins all around the stadium to capture the compostable waste like cups and food. Leftovers from the kitchen prep were also composted, and prepared food was donated to local shelters. Also, as I said before, I founded the environmental club at my school, and our first project was a Bitter Against Litter campaign. We were amazed at how much trash was left in our quad. We initiated a March for Science, which I ran and organized, and included our litter campaign during our march last year. Walk around your town or drive, and you'll be shocked at how much trash is anywhere. Adopt a Highway or Adopt a Beach are also two programs in which communities can get involved to clean up our mess. Many communities in California took advantage of the drought to clean up local streams, rivers, and lakes as well. They were amazed by the junk people toss, such as cars, washing machines, old batteries, clothing, etc. It was all found in the lake. Also, a new project that my environmental club has inspired to do, because of WISE, which I've mentioned in another video. Basically, the Mustafa Ali guy that came from the EPA, he said that everything that we do actually makes a difference and to never stop doing stuff. So we are, Mountain House, we are inspiring ourselves to go to San Francisco to clean a beach. So we're going to pick up all the litter, make it nice, and then we're going to leave beach art. And we're doing this with the Creative Drawing Club. And we are hoping that we start off a chain reaction of do-gooding, and that other people become inspired watching us or seeing the art that we leave behind, and that they'll want to do it too and do other beaches, and that'll eventually spread on to more than just the San Francisco area. There's another thing that my school does. It's called Recycle for Reading, and it's certain recycling bins that are in a school, and it actually looks like this. Sorry, I should have used my phone again. It's basically CRV bottles and cans only, and these it's a drop-off zone, and basically all the rebate goes directly to the library. So they take the money that they get from that, and then they like buy books and do other things for the library. Also, companies like Coors Light have been reducing their amount of waste and the littering. Coors Light has actually reduced their aluminum in their cans and has saved 3,600,000 pounds of aluminum yearly, which is enough to make 947,368 bicycles, which is one for every person in San Francisco. Also, using products such as this one, I don't know if you can read, but this is basically like recycled polyester fiber fill, which is for like making stuffed animals and pillows. Using stuff like that instead of the regular one is better regardless of the price. Also, like, there's in Joann's that there's fabric remnants, which is basically the leftovers, and it's usually at the maximum 1 yard. It usually tends to be like half yard or 1 yard. And you can buy them, and it's instead of them wasting. And also, while I was there, next to it, I found this company that makes recycled thread. And it actually, like, on the back, it states how much the water that they were able to save. And they basically used one water bottle, which is 16 ounces of water, to make about 10 spools of thread, which is a great accomplish for the thread industry. Also, I recommend that to lessen your amount of litter, that you go to like local recycling centers and you drop off your cans and your glasses. So like this is my family. We all went to the Tracy one, and we were able to we did the big soda liter bottles, we did aluminum cans, and we did glass. And I also recommend that you start your own compost. So these are the Costco egg. That's me. I'm making my own compost, and those are all eggshells that my brother had used. And I also utilized a little after that we started that, we got donations for the environmental club from Starbucks, and this is my mom holding the bag that we got donated. This is from the morning hall, so it was only a few hours, and they had this much coffee. It was very heavy. And then we went to Jamba Juice donated some as well, and this is like vegetable scraps and all their leftovers from their smoothies. And I put that in, as well as when my brother went and mowed the lawn with a Greenworks lawnmower, which is actually electric, so you sit there and charge it. It doesn't waste gasoline, and it looks like there. It looks like that. And after he mowed, I put half of it into the compost, and the other half was left on the grass for mulching. So this is what the compost kind of looked like. And then we let that sit over a while. And we basically took leftovers from two businesses so that they didn't have to put it into their waste. We took out their waste and reused it. We also utilized the uh, grass that my brother ended up cutting. We mulched it, and mulching actually keeps moisture in the grass as well. It keeps it like wet, so you don't have to water it as much. And then we use the rest for composting, and the composting will then go into the school garden that we are starting. We actually pulled weeds today, and we're gonna pull more weeds next week when during school hours, and then we'll begin laying down compost and fertilizer for the ground to get prepared for planting our produce. Also, if you're tired of eating the same thing like spaghetti or some other basic foods, you can look up other ways to eat it. There are a multitude of other ways, and you can also like experiment it with yourself. I was in like, I got inspired from iCarly for doing this, but when a spaghetti, I got tired of eating spaghetti, so I put it into a taco shell, which is spaghetti tacos, and then who watches iCarly knows what a spaghetti taco is, and if not, you can look it up. But they're actually pretty good, and you can take all kinds of foods and you can make other things. And one time I wanted chicken parmesan, and we didn't have it, so I made spaghetti. I cooked some chicken nuggets up and used marinara sauce, and I put it together, and it was basically the same thing, and it wasn't wasting anything because I wasn't buying more. I was using what we already had in the house. Let's get better against litter. Thank you for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, the environment will only get better if you do something and if you care. Otherwise, it will continue degrading. And remember, there is also no Planet B.